at Infineon. He will lead him down to the green flag. Great crowd on hand. Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the green flag waves at Watkins Glen International. Here we go. Tony Stewart hugging the inside there. Already some contact in the pack.
We said you couldn't win this race down there on the first lap, but you could sure make it a long day for you. But everybody made it through. A lot happening there in a hurry, though. This is the fastest part of the track as they go up through the S's to the long back straightaway here. See Kyle Busch has got out front. Dale Jr. got in a spot there to into second place. Carl Edwards trying to hold off Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson not wasting any time getting a little race. He said he learned a lot as far as how he wanted to handle this racetrack by driving the Nationwide car yesterday.
Yesterday, he was able to get down in the corner a couple of car lengths farther and outbrake a lot of guys, and I see him doing that just a little bit up that backstretch. He was able to outbrake Carl Edwards.
Jeff Gordon also trying to make a move. He takes the position away from Carl Edwards. Tony Stewart going inside the 31 car.
Yeah, I talked to Tony last night. He said his race car is really good. He was going to be pretty aggressive today. I think he's wanting to make sure that this losing streak, if you call it that he's on, isn't going to go past today.
Biffle, top of your screen. He falls back in line behind Burton. That's Casey Kane behind him in the 9 car and the 29 of Kevin Harvick. The 11 car, by the way, behind that group. Denny Hamlin, very good in final practice yesterday.
A lot of guys in the garage area said this is one of the cars to beat. Denny Hamlin's a great road racer. You see how his car is picking up that inside wheel through the S's. Some of these guys have real soft rear springs. Here goes Junior on the inside of Kyle Busch.
Headed to the inner loop. He will make the pass if he can hang on. Whoa, Jimmy Johnson. He does give Kyle enough room and makes the pass.
Kyle didn't want to give up much there. Got in there a little bit hot. He knew that Junior was going to pass him, but he was trying not to give up that second spot to Jimmy Johnson, but had to go across the grass, and we see Jeff Gordon putting pressure on him now. Mike?
Well, DJ, something we need to pay attention to this afternoon when it comes to Kyle Busch is his motor. In practice yesterday, he missed a shift. He went from 3rd to 2nd. There was some concern. Steve Addington ran the motor through some tests. They were confident enough to not have to replace the motor, but they did replace the valve springs. Still, something we should keep an eye on this afternoon, Dave.
And Mike, Jeff Gordon getting around Kyle Busch now for that 3rd position. And DJ talked about another driver kind of getting off the losing streak here. Jeff Gordon wanting to do that as well, referred to his spin during our countdown interview as something he'd like to overcome as well. And they went and tested for this race at Road Atlanta. One of the teams that did that, one of many teams that did that, because the elevation changes there mimic what happens here at this road course. So they got some adjustments made because of that test, and Jeff even more confident here this weekend.
Exactly, Dave. And this is a road course where the drivers talk about, unlike a lot of road courses, here you got to have horsepower. And how about the horsepower in those top 3 cars?
All Hendrick power up front. 1, 2, 3. And they've all filed right by Kyle Busch. He's struggling just a little bit. I know he had a little engine problem yesterday. I'm not sure that that's causing any problem now. It looks like his car is just not handling right.
Yeah, we see a lot of racing going on through here into the inner loop. These guys are pretty much single file right here trying to get down to that. You pretty much have to be. But they've got a long way to go if they're going to try to get to the front. And you want to be patient. You know it's a 90-lap race, but then again, you know that you have to get every spot that you can right now.
These are great road racers back here. Patrick Carpentier. See 21 car Marcus Ambrose. Here comes Carpentier.
Max Pappas behind him in the 70 car. Had a good run yesterday. That's Travis Quapple that Carpentier is going by. The 84 car is there. A.J. Allmendinger. Great in the open wheel ranks on the road courses.
Really good passings on there. Coming off the last corner down to the front straightaway. If you can get that inside spot trying to get down to turn 1, then that's a great passing opportunity. We see A.J. Allmendinger here. David Reutimann getting his car a little sideways.
And Reutimann will loop it around, stop it on the asphalt, and try to get it refired and head back. Here's the good part about this road course. If you can get it refired, you will not lose a lap, and he does.
He'll get it going. He was trying to block that move.
Yeah, and he was trying to get in there. He saw the opening there that A.J. Allmendinger was kind of having for him. He was just going to try to follow in there, and he got in there just a little bit over his head and got the rear tires to hopping and just turns around. Everybody's been in that spot as we've seen.
You talk about wheel hop here. Watch the rear wheels.
He could see the smoke coming off. He just gets in there a little bit hard. He's trying not to hit the 84, but he's trying to cover that spot and take advantage of the pass there and get by the 28 car. But he just got in there a little bit too hard, and you have to turn the wheel so much right there that it just gets to hopping.
Marcus Ambrose view of what happened to the 99.
In front of us here. Just stay on the bottom there. All clear. All clear. No pressure back here. Whatever you need, bud.
What causes the wheel hop? Is it the braking, is it the gearing, or is it a combination?
Yeah, a combination really it can be. It can come from either one. You can just get on the brakes simply too hard and have too much rear brake in it. Or as you're getting down in there, you also have to downshift and you don't match up your RPMs with the rear wheels, and it's just too much speed there. So more than either case, it was carrying too much speed into that corner.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has never won a NASCAR Sprint Cup event on a road course. He won here in the NASCAR Nationwide Series back in 1999, but he is leading here in the early laps. Back in just a moment.